The 2 villagers from Neilking that came to my house the other week have followed me to the beehive at my invite. Today we talked for many hours and they agreed to set up shop right inside my building. I was pleased enough since they offered me a deal. One of them has also confirmed a few things to me about bee breeding, and it seems I am able to with a couple I already have. I've now gotten to know the villagers well enough to be on first name terms with them, and they tell me about the royal line of bees that produce the jelly I will need for my larger hives. Now then, welcome back to another episode of A Druid's Tale on the Magic Farm 3 mod pack once again. Doing some more bits and pieces around the place today. Actually, I don't have a full-on idea of something that I need to do today in full, but I do have lots of little things that I need to get sorted. So hopefully we can get a few bits done today. Honey is building up nicely into here. Good. Everything's sorted out over here. I gotta just check on the piping. I actually know that there's a blockage somewhere and it needs fixing. Every time there's a blockage, I have to add another resource into here. I've added sugar and cocoa beans, I think, since the last time you saw what was going on. A couple of new breeds of bees have been showing up. This rocky queen seems to be working fine. These guys seem to be working fine. It's all night time, but it's all fine. As long as these are okay. They don't produce anything unusual, but they are unusual drones. We've got mystical drones, they're doing fine. More of those. I've got loads of bees on the go. I've taken to taking all the drones out when they're getting close to being full. The Rocky Queen, this one, here we go. So second in from the bottom here. There's nothing there. So second in, this one has a Rocky drone on his own. A Rocky drone on his own? I almost sound like a bingo caller. Let's go down here and have a look. See what's up with that. I think it's got something to do with that being blocked as well. But these are the things set to try us. So I was just checking this out. Is it this one? No. Second one in, this one. Yeah, there we go. What is that? It's an ebony drone. And I don't know where the ebony drone came from, to be honest. But that's fixed the issue there. The Rocky drone couldn't go through. Somehow it's mutated by itself. And I've never really seen that before. This is a new thing for me, but I reckon this ebony drone is probably producing these black tinted cones, and the new product, the black tinted honey, has become an issue or a produce of the ebonies, or maybe the ebony drone produced that honey and that black comb at the same time, and so now we've just got to wait for this. Yeah, there's honey in there. Now we've just got to wait for this to be sorted out. Looks like it's getting there. It should have pulled out the honey drop by now. That will have probably blocked up there again. Yes, there we go. So we managed to get 2 of those combs out of that bee there. I don't know why exactly, but still. I'm going to drop this in here for now, so that should clear that up forever. These sort of things, I've said before and I'll say again, will get moved slowly but surely. Wherever I need them to go at the time. But as long as things are processing normally and automatically, and I come and check all of the bees and make sure things are processing properly and everything's running smoothly, we should be okay. Should be okay. Let's just have a quick check over here. Just double checking that everything's unblocked. There we go, yeah. Everything looks okay. I do this more thoroughly off camera, but I'm just showing you the sort of things that one of my daily chores are when I come on to check the bees. There's not too many bees on that section, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But now everything seems to be processing properly again. I am going to need some honey drops and bits and pieces. I moved all my junk from in here. I've got an idea for that today. I want to set up the beekeepers. I had some nice suggestions from a few subscribers, and I want to get that sorted. Yeah. And now I've got a building supplies corner with 2 double chests of building supplies with access through the tinker's tables if I want to make stuff and do stuff. A couple of spare bits and pieces, and I've been using lots of these tables and shelves, and also I've been using these racks. I used a couple of racks over here. Look, yeah, rack over here, rack over there, which was a suggestion by Mike Tompkins on episode 38. Thank you very much. I have used them before in a few places, like over at the greenhouse. I store my rakes and I've stored my bits and pieces on there. But it does make a nice little bit of a difference to... it almost puts like a picture up on the wall just to fill it in slightly. I've got plans over here for machines because the power supply is at the back end of this bit. So bring the power up and have a machine bank over here. Possibly making it square off a little bit so I've got power and piping and stuff behind it. And same over this side. One side, or both sides actually, might be genetics and gendustry, depending on what we get down to a later date. But my priority is starting to produce the alvaries that are going to go in here. Then I can start producing all the other little alvary blocks and things. There's a way through that though, and actually let me deal with this first. Where did I put my bee Eliza? I put it in there. Okay, cool. Bee Eliza. Let's have a look at this ebony. See what it does. Okay, so its inactive species is rocky. So it just mutated by itself from a rocky to an ebony. That's quite nice, isn't it? Not bad. We only get fertility of 2 instead of 3, and it's the slowest worker instead of just the slower worker, and it's got the same areas and all that kind of stuff, so it's pretty much the same as before. It uses both. It's got tolerant temperatures up 1 and down 1 on the humidity and temperature, whereas a rocky doesn't normally. It is not nocturnal and it isn't a tolerant flyer, whereas those are. And it produces rocky combs, honeycombs, or black tinted combs. So there we go. That's where that's come from. Interesting enough, I suppose. I'll put that drone over here with the others. As you can see, I've been emptying the drones out. I haven't been scanning them all and checking them all out and all that kind of stuff. But I do have quite a few things known. I've still got those ones which I know can't work anywhere yet. I need cacti for that one, and I need lily pads for that one. I'm going to set up another bee area in the future. But to start off with, I need to get myself sorted out with royal jelly. Now, I'm going to take this clipboard, and I'm going to make a few notes on here. Alright, so this is some beekeeping 101. Basic bees. If we take a forestry meadows queen or drone and mix it with a forest queen or drone, if we put a queen or a drone in, yeah, we'll work through how that happens in a minute, because I'm going to do the meadows and forest very, very soon. Okay, so meadows plus forest equals common. Common plus meadows, or common plus forest, equals cultivated. Yeah, these are the bee types. Cultivated plus common equals either noble or diligent, and what we want is the noble line. So if we get diligent, there are a few other bee types that we can move on to, but I've not done page 3 yet. Page 2 is noble plus cultivated equals majestic, majestic and noble equals imperial, and imperial bees produce royal jelly. There is one other bee that produces royal jelly, but I don't know if it's as easy to get to as this. This is the most straightforward basic method to get to. So to start off with, we need a meadows or forest queen and a meadows or forest drone of the opposite type. And I'm using the clipboard so I can tick them when they're done. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, so let's see what have we got. We've got no queens or anything like that, but we do have drones. So let's take, have we got any forest drones? No, we don't have any forest drones, but we do have meadows drones. So let's take the meadows drones. I will check out these meadows drones, and they are shorter, slowest, slower, flowers, produce 2, and so on. And do they have any other things? They don't have any mutations known at the minute, but they do produce honeycombs. Yeah, just normal temperatures and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, should be no problem to get those, but we need a forest queen to breed those, and it's not an ultimate success. There might be like an 8% chance of success, and that's not very much at all. That's me rocky. That's another rocky. Where did I put my forest? There's some more meadows queens. Meadows. Mystical. I think my forest might be round on the other section. It is nearly daytime. I have got another thing that I want to do about mobs today as well, hopefully. I want to make a few big torches, some of those magnum torches, to stop them being able to spawn around certain areas. Like, I don't want them to spawn around this area, so I might put a torch on each corner or something. Things like that. But for now, let's see. Forest Queen and 14 drones. Is that the only queen I've got? I think that's the only forest queen I've picked up so far. So I'm going to have to go on the hunt for some more forest queens. Well, forest princesses. So I'm going to grab this princess when it comes back in the loop as soon as it's daylight. So let's just quickly make it day again. So the life of this queen, this forest queen, is about to run out. And that's the bar that says the life of the queen is about to draw to an end. And the produce and everything should appear in here soon after. There we go, look. Yeah, that's that. I'm thinking of taking these drones out, though, and running this forest princess with meadows drones. Now, the only thing that stopped me just doing it straight away without even thinking was that this is pristine stock. Pristine stock does not fade away. I might not get another pristine forest princess if I go out hunting. But for the sake of getting royal jelly, I think it's worth it, even if I have to hunt around for ages in forest to get more forest princesses. So let's see. I'm going to put this meadows drone in there and see what we get. We have to wait for this forest queen to split off forever and ever. Now, it may be that we get a forest princess, in which case the meadows drone and the forest princess together will work itself out. Or we may get a common princess, and a meadows drone and a common princess will possibly have another mutation or another meadows princess form instead. So I'm going to take all the drones out and leave this forest queen for a lifetime, as it were, and see what we get at the end of it. Yeah, that there, and we'll have one there. That's kind of spaced the same, and let's stick a table in the middle, and maybe another 2 tables down the side there, and another table or 2 there. Now, to keep them in that, I'm going to have to put some bits and pieces around to keep them like down to the ground so they can't jump over. Maybe these fences will actually work up to this level. I don't think I can place these shelves unless I place them on something. Like with... oh, I can. That's not bad then. I can. I think I can. So let's... actually, no, I don't want that in the middle there. That's no good. But I do want things like this to make it look cool. That'll work nicely. Maybe not so much that, but still. I've got an idea. We can change this around a little bit. Just a wee bit. Let's go this way round instead. Oh, dang it. Okay, maybe not that one then. Let's put a block there for now and make it so it's the opposite way round, and that way it should be on the front of the thing instead of the back. There we go. And if I pop... Hey, spell check. Move out of the way. Thank you. If I pop this one on there, it actually goes around the corner. Which is kind of odd, but it might actually look better than I was planning. So I was planning on just having it running straight to there, but having it running around so it looks like it's connected to the wall there is pretty cool. Yeah, adds a little level of detail that I hadn't thought about. But this should stop them being able to get out. They could eventually jump on the table, but they're not going to get out of here, which is the main aim, really, is not to let them get out at all. So if I put many shelves, I do have many shelves, but do I want to put them on like that? Maybe, and then one that way, and one that way. Is this starting to look okay, I wonder? That's then going to restrict access there, isn't it? So that's not going to work. I'm going to have to work from the other side on this bit and hope for the best. I could always put something else above that table anyway. And we can go this side and put the shelving units up this way round. And like that, with a post in there. And then they can't get out this way. It's just this one little bit here that's an issue, really. But, let's see. If I put a trapdoor just there, that'll kind of look like a counter trapdoor, and I can come around here and go behind the counter. It should be well enough lit with all those torches in there. And then all I need to do is figure out a way of putting another piece on here somehow. Which way round though? If I put that there, then I've got this set up like that. Maybe... I got to think of that last little bit. That last little bit got me stumped. A chest or some bits of wood. I don't really want to do bits of wood like that. That looks a bit odd, doesn't it? Unless I remove that table and put the wood going up like that. Then it's kind of like two little stores. Two little stores is better than one little store, I think. Yeah. Maybe that should be something that's out the way and have a chest or two there. Just so I've got some storage for things that I can sell to the beekeeper. Maybe that'll work. And I could also have, I could also have chests coming around this side as well. Or I could have these tables coming around here, like that, to tie it all in nicely. And I could potentially set the shelves up slightly different so they don't go into that wall. But I think that looks okay. I think that looks good. I like that. I like that as like a kiosk. And maybe I'll put something above the shelves for part of the kiosk a bit later on. Something fancy-dancy. I don't know what, though. Maybe those? Maybe? Nah, that doesn't quite look right either, does it? So, yeah, I'll think about that. Any suggestions, put them in the comments down below. See what you think. I kind of like this, though. Maybe I'll need to do something like stairs. Upturned stairs going around it or something. Maybe something so I can put item frames on, just to show some more bits and pieces. But for in here, I also think I need to put something underground so they won't go past it. But anyway, let's just get them both in here for now. They at least won't escape. I can put them both in there. I could also separate them out slightly as well by having one on one side and one on the other side. That could also potentially help me. And have kind of a chest in between the two, maybe. Let's see. Chest in between the two would be like their resources, their money chest. Put some gold coins in there. There we go. That's some money chest, and that would work for them like that. Okay, and I should be able to access them because they can't be too far away. Yeah, he was right at the back and I could access him, and he's right there and I could access him. And now I'm sleepy tired. Alright, I'll sleep and I'll get some name tags and I'll be back. Alright, we kind of got a little bit of a glitch in the system, right? I was looking for the common, wasn't I? So that forest queen, the pristine queen with the meadows drone, ended up making a meadows princess, a common drone, and 2 forest drones. So I've got 2 forest drones that don't match. They're slightly mutated. And I don't think they match these ones either, because I have checked those ones maybe? I don't know. But the Meadows Princess is now pristine stock. So I've converted the Forest Princess into a Meadows Princess. It's a shame that it didn't work first time, but that's the way. We did get a common drone out of it though, however. So the common drone is going to still be very useful. Let's have a look. So the common is the first of the types we need. Hopefully we can change the Meadows Princess into a common princess very shortly, and that'll work from that. It doesn't look like it's that much different from anything else. It's just a common bee type. Really? That is all there is to it. It's a common bee type. So let's put that in there. Make a Meadows Queen, and hopefully that breeding will mutate into something more acceptable. For now, though, I've got those, and at least I've got the common sorted out. But I do need a common princess before I can tick my box in there. And I'm going to have to go hunting out for some more forest princesses and stuff a bit later on. Now, what have we got? This is the guy who wanted oak wood for apiaries. And this guy over here wanted wheat for stringy comb. And he was also monastic. There's also monastic. I can't skip anything with a monastic though. So that's not going to help me. But it does mean I've got access to the monastics quicker. And if I give a princess to him, he'll give me an emerald and hopefully unlock the next one. So, out of the comments that I got about beekeepers' names on, well, a few episodes ago, maybe episode 35, I got Barry, suggested by John Phillips, and Dark Goost, suggested by Dark Goost. So I'm going to use those two names. Also worth an honourable mention, James Ayres suggested Kermit the Fish. And that was not such an acceptable name to me, so I didn't do it. There we go. Dark Ghost and Barry are my first two my beekeepers. I may call a beekeeper Kermit in the future. But Kermit the Fish just went a little bit too far. These guys almost have like real names. Barry is definitely a real name, so I've got a Barry and a Dark Ghost. What can I do with them though? That's the thing. Now, I brought a few other bits and pieces around when I came down here, and I thought I would just put maybe a thing there, and maybe put one of these many meadow drones that I've got in there, just as something to show off bees, maybe? Something like that. I've got all sorts of ideas for different things to go in these places, but let's just do stuff and things like that. Just put some bees up there. I want to check those forest drones out before I do any more, though. So let's just put a couple of bee types up there. Oh, man, it keeps swapping over every time I chuck the bees at it. Oh, man, I've lost my bees. I'll put them all in there, didn't I? Okay. I've found a cunning flaw to my plan here. Let's give me them bees. Thank you. So that's a flaw. Yeah, I can't do it like that quite so easily. Let's just put another one of those in there. There we go. Right, and I'll put a few other bits and pieces in there as well, like stuff that they sell. So, for this case, stringy comb. So I'll buy some stringy combs off them and do that. I might put an emerald on this item frame to represent that they're taking the emeralds off me. Yep. And I might even put a monastic drone in there if I can get a princess. I think it's a generic princess of any type. And we do have to unlock Dark Ghost's ability to do such a thing. I've got lots of meadows. That mystical's got stuck somehow. Or run out. Unusual. So this mystical at the back here seems to have had a problem. Maybe it has run its course. They are ignoble stock will run a life cycle in generations in captivity and then run out. So this guy over here, this mystical drone, was probably ran out after 75 life or 80 life or something. We've got a meadows drone there. Is that the one that I took the princess out of? Maybe. Something like that. Yeah. And we've got an unusual drone here that's run out as well. So they're starting to run out of their life cycle. Let's just have a quick look at this queen to see how many times in generation she has been. It says it a bit further down here. No, it says it there. 80 generations in captivity. There we go, look. So the ignoble stock, I think that's how you say it, has had 80 generations in captivity. And that may be where the cutoff point is, because they've all sort of been in captivity the same amount of time down here, and they're starting to die off. That one's got 10, that one's got 11, so it's give and take. It's around about 80, so I'm about to start losing all of those drones, all of those queens and princesses, should I say. So maybe, just maybe, I should wait until this one runs out and then take the princess just before it dies off. That might be an idea. Just before the princess dies off, I can take it out and sell it to the villagers. Okay, so I'm just waiting on this one to come back through this way. cycle through, please. Princess, cycle through. I'll take the drones out then. And let you cycle through in your own way. Maybe the comb got stuck. And there as well. Have I got something going on over here that I don't know about? That one, and that one. That one went through okay. This one. I definitely saw a princess arrive. I'm going to take all them out. They actually stack because they're all virtually the same stock. So it's the far 3 on this side. Wow. I'm having lots of issues today. I was thinking about going to make some magnum torches, but I guess I can just make those off camera and place them around the place. Magnum torches aren't too difficult to make. You can just search in any eye to figure that one out. Let's see. Yeah, I've got a comb stuck in here, so it's not every time. Alright, so that princess I'm going to take out of there. I'll put some drones in. I'll take the drones out as well, actually. And take this out. I may have to put a filter on each of these so it refuses to take combs. This doesn't feel like it's connected to the system anymore. That's another slight buggy nature of the thing. Take the comb out, thank you, and take the princess out. It's already gone up, but there's no drones up there. They're the same again. Combs aren't getting processed from this side. Okay, I will figure that one out. It might be this chunk loading thing again. How many generations of captivity? 72, so that's okay. And this one, 52, so that's okay. So I can put those back in. Have I taken everything out of these ones? Yes. And yes. So they're all good. So I can put those back upstairs and put them away. When I capture one that's very close to the end of its generational cycles and all that, then I'll come and sell it to the villager. I might actually sell this 72 one now, just to see on camera what unlocks. But you are not doing anything. Okay, you are now an unusual queen still. You are an unusual queen there, and you are an unusual drone. So, I think it was that one. Yeah, it's only been 52 generations in captivity, so you can have all of that stock and go through that. It is ignorable. And this one is ignorable, but we're going to sell this one to the villager to see what we can get from him. Okay, Dark August, do your thing. Let's do princess for emerald. Here's an unusual princess. Give me an emerald. Thank you very much. And now I could possibly take that out. You can keep that bee. It's okay. And I'll put an emerald in there. Boom. There we go. So what have you got as your trade unlock? You've unlocked nothing, Dark August. Come on. Trade with me. Find some new trades. Your mate over here traded me first time. Barry over here is a friendly one. He traded straight away to get the monastic drone. Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. I'm going to have to do some more exploring to find out some more bits and pieces. Well, let me go in there, clear my stuff away. I've got now, this stuff can go all in here. And tidy up a little bit. And it looks like finally one little look at what's going on in this apiary again. We've managed to get a common drone again, but also a forest drone and a common princess. Yes. So off that meadows princess we put in there with the common drone, we ended up with a common princess, a common drone, and a forest drone. The mutations are also very random, but there's plenty of chances. So now if I breed the common princess with a common drone, I should end up with a common queen. And that is the first stage of getting down the royal tree. The royalty of bees. First stage achieved. So I'm going to go and click this click box and we'll see what we get on with for the next time. There's a lot more still to do with that. So I've done that and I've done that. Next up, once I've got some more common drones, I will breed the Meadows Princess with a common drone. I'll go out and get some more forest queens and princesses and breed them with common drones as well. So I'll use the common to make a load of common drones. But that is all I've got time for this episode. So thank you very much for sticking with it. I've had a little issue with a few things here and there. Been waiting around a little bit for some bees, but it is going to be worth it. Slowly but surely we will get down the royal line and start making the imperial bees to produce the royal jelly and then we're moving on to the bigger multi-block bee structures. It's going to take a little while though, so I'm not going to like do it every single episode. It's not going to be bees every episode like it has been just recently. I think we're all set up now, so I should find myself another little project while those common bees start reproducing and making lots and lots of drones and things, and just leave the place to run for a little while we're doing other bits and pieces. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode of A Druid's Tale.